videoing
I heard.
the broadcast so your kids can see you on TV tonight. Michelle has information on repairing the truck that was totaled when Walter was hit out on Highway 72. What do you got?
Talked to Mike McCray at Mo Firm this morning. He said the value of the truck is $23,931.75.
$23,931.75. Okay.
And that's not including the toolbox or the lights. I've got to get invoices, the copies, because they'll reimburse us for the toolboxes, it's demolished. And the lights we lost because they're obviously on the truck. So Teresa's gonna find the invoices for me. And then I gotta send him the invoices along with the title. He'll include that money and with the price of the truck. And then send us a check. We've only got 25 in the truck.
We've got 25 in the truck. He's going to pay us
23.
$23,931, and plus the box and the lights. Great. So how's it going to find a replacement?
Truck for 23,
About 25.
29, one state bid.
Okay. Now they're gonna withhold the deductible on that.
Why are they withholding our deductible?
Our insurance company.
Even though,
But they would expect to retrieve the full amount from his insurance.
And we'll get our deductible back at that.
okay,
Once, do you have the insurance name and State Farm's number?
yeah, they're gonna go after his insurance.
Okay.
I just didn't know that they even know about it yet, though.
All right, Michelle, have you had any luck replacing it? You gonna be able to find one?
Charlie found one in Kansas, which all the options, that's including the lights, the steps, the spray and bed liner. They came in under what Don Brown quoted, but when we talked to Charlie this morning, there's some kind of $500 hold fee or dealership fee or something that Charlie thought that they would waive. They're acting like they're not going to, so adding that back in, it's gonna be more than what the state got, what they told us.
State bid.
I mean, it's, they're not making trucks. And dealers aren't releasing trucks.
And no one locally can even get one.
I mean, Charlie, if he can get this deal to go through, but it's gonna be more than what Don Brown quoted. But when I looked online this morning for the one that we quoted at Don Brown, I can't even find it. So I've got Jeremy at Don Brown looking to see if they still even have it. So they're just not wanting to release trucks. Because they're not 2020s. It's gonna go straight to 2021 now.
Is that right?
Yeah, my name is Larry Stratman. I'm the Phelps County Commissioner calling from Rolla. Hi, Judy. This is Larry Stratman, Phelps County Commissioner.
Are you muted?
Do I have you now? Hello?
Trust you're calling about county business.
About this, correct, yeah. Hi, have I got you now, Judy? Hi, my name is Larry Stratman. I'm a commissioner at Phelps County. And one of our county trucks had an accident with someone we believe to be one of your insureds. And so we're trying to trace that out to see if there's any activity going on trying to settle this claim, because I think it's at least a week old now.
March 11th.
March. It's Brian Neighbor, Naber, 503 South Jackson Street, Salem. BRI, I'm sorry. Yes. Okay, perhaps he's in more. How would we find out? Would I have to go to each individual agent in Rolla to find out?
But the
Okay, all right, very good. That's what I'll do now. Thank you.
one was done.
Thank you, bye. All right, he's not insured at the State Farm agent. It was State Farm, right? So I haven't seen that written on here.
I think it's on the second page. I think State Farm is right.
Gary, can you pull up? Number road.
She said she called the sheriff on that.
Huh?
I think she called the sheriff's department on it. But what was she doing on Turner Avenue?
I don't know, except she's been picking up trash. Peter,
Question asking, is that pending litigation something that should be private?
say that
Is
again?
the pending litigation something that should be private?
This accident, I suppose it could be.
Well, the supposed knowledge, so who was involved in an accident. Get police report.
It would only be
We haven't talked about it.
session if it was,
No.
if there was pending litigation. And at this point, there's not.
If you were in Salem and you were coming this way, which State Farm agent would you go to?
If it doesn't say on there?
It says State Farm.
Randy, here you go, where you want the.
Oh, the trailer park.
This one right
Should you
here.
go to Angie Foster over at the forum?
Do they have one in Salem?
Yeah, I just called her and said, they're not, they're insured.
They're like, why couldn't they look it up and see who they were?
Because each other's books are not cross-referenced.
Okay.
So let me start with Angie Foster. What's the lady that's got the State Farm who's been there forever?
Joe.
Kathy McKay?
Kathy McKay, thank you, and then Dan Collier, right? Those are the three here.
This one is,
Yeah, Mike and I have been playing phone tag for the last couple
That
days.
thing on the one, she said you're, that's.
yeah, this would be these folks here, I believe.
It'd sure be handier if they would just go ahead and settle this claim,
Let's see, I think I can.
because we're gonna get more out of it with doing it that way. Because we're gonna get compensation for Walter using his truck, we're gonna get the toolbox, we're gonna get whatever else we lost in there, we're gonna get.
Well, Low Firm's already picked the truck up. It's gone. Everybody got it.
Keep them this area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And I
truck's
talked
gone,
to-
the first thing they're gonna ask for is to see the truck.
Yeah, because I talked to Dan about that. I said, do we wait and talk to his insurance? And he said, normally it's quicker to go through our insurance.
Normally it's quicker, it's not better, but it's quicker.
So, I mean,
You want that back?
no.
Peter, do we have a title for that truck that Michelle talked about?
What's the numbers? I'll get it pulled.
I called you.
I know, I can't find the note.
Here, I don't know. I don't have, it's on that police report. What year is it? 18. I think the last 3 is 555.
That's on the right.
The police report's right there if you need it, Peter.
Your face is red. You're on a fever.
I'm embarrassed for on TV, it makes me nervous.
You should be used to it. Yeah, Wanda called about that, but are we supposed to? I don't know what. Wanda Cranes.
The
she told me. Yeah.
Chester's sister.
Yeah, that's the policy report that should be it. Check.
Twenty 2018, what do you want, Peter?
Trying to make sure it's the right one.
The ID number is last 5 or 9155.
Should be on that third page. We're gonna look at it, but
There it is. 9155.
This is it?
Mhm.
Or you want me to sign it?
It's on the back.
probably sellers.
Yep.
Technically, we're selling the truck to the insurance company. Correct.
This reassignments below cannot be used for a salvage certificate of title. This thing is total, yes. Not effective.
Can you call Mike and ask him?
I will figure it out.
Well, so is it gonna be salvaged?
Yeah, there'll be somebody who'll pay for that.
I'm just gonna sign the title. I think that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I think that's all you need to do is sign the title. When they get it, they'll apply for a salvage title for it.
Yeah, you wanna make a motion to do that?
Yes.
Second. You're good.
I can only try. I live in your shadow, Randy.
You know you're on TV, right?
Yes, I am. Surely nobody's watching the break.
Maybe.
There's still plenty of people.
All right, you get this, Michelle, we make it.
Yeah, I need that. I think they probably need a copy for the file. So how many have officially filed for your spot?
6, I think.
One of them I graduated with.
Oh, yeah?
Mhm.
What's his name?
Lizzie White.
Oh, that's the one that's, positive right now. I know. You know about her? What she does? Or-
She has her own like cosmetology. She has like eyebrows and she has that Bliss Silent Suite. Things on Pine Street.
Okay. Walk by it every afternoon.
So
Dang, we're so close. Your human number no longer in service. The owner of the dumpster.
what's the
Dawn.
name?
Better someplace.
Something with her on whitepeople.com.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Very good. Nope. Got it.
So like on Walter's truck, if we're at a point where it's difficult to find one, is it gonna matter if it's overstate bid? I mean, our hands are tied.
It's an emergency circumstance.
I mean, we're kind
I
of,
would certainly think that if we're within 5%,
as long as it's not like 20,000 over, obviously.
if you're within 5%, I think wait. I mean,
Let's take a bit of more telephone. Does he want a certain kind of vehicle? Do you want Chevrolet?
Yeah.
That had to go to fairgrounds and who else is?
Well, we've got
Illinois,
fairgrounds.
Indiana.
Yeah,
Do a telephone bid for it. Tell them what you want. See who's your best bid.
But they can deliver it.
right.
Yeah,
That's the
thing.
problem.
It's, yeah, you know, you bid all day long if you don't have one.
There's a lot, like, the kind of, there was one that Jim Butler had, and it was a red one, just like what he had, but they don't make the short bed anymore. 2018, the regular cab short bed, that was last year. So now everything's regular cab long bed. you want a short bed, you gotta go to a double cab or a crew cab. So he's looking at the double cab, because his thinking is if we have FEMA, he can just throw them in there and just take one vehicle instead of taking,
Throw them in there.
Yeah. throw them in the back of the truck and say, hold on. I mean, because you'll normally, like, when we go out with FEMA, it's either he has to ride with them or you have to take two different cars or, you know, and then especially like if we're
Yeah,
chipping,
that makes sense. Sure.
you know, when we're chipping sealing, we'll all pile in one truck. Because I usually drive the truck and then they leave the equipment out there and they all pile in. It's hard to get rid of that even one single cab truck, so.
So the one that Charlie found out in,
It's
Kansas?
in Kansas.
was it a,
It's a GMC. It's a double cab. Which is not your standard crew cab. It's like an extended cab, but they call it a double cab.
it has the doors that open? Yeah.
It looks like a four-door, but the back door is smaller. It's not the standard size
Right,
door.
right.
So,
I just, if that's suitable to Walter, I just tell Charlie to get that thing over. The $500 is the between dealer money that dealer out there in Kansas, that's that, because he has to sell it at the wholesale price.
Right.
But he can tack on that $500 because it's been sitting there eating up the interest on his lot.
yeah, because as of right now, the plants are shut down. I mean, they shut down this time every year anyway, but,
Yeah, because of this, yeah.
I mean, they're probably not going to open up anytime soon. To make any more 2020s, they'll change everything open. I mean,
What was the price of this?
20, it's 2020,
the 2020.
what's the price?
With this, he's got the steps, the spray and bed liner. He's got the price in there for the lights to install the cab mounted lights and the LED flashers on top of that, like what he had.
Emergency safety light.
Right. It was 31,158. But you had that 500 back in there, you're looking at 31,658.
I mean, you could call to the other dealers, you have one, have here 3 days, whatever.
Which, and Jeremy and Don Brown, he quoted, this one was a GMC. One Jeremy quoted from Don Brown, which I don't know if they still have it. It was a Chevrolet, and it was 31,694 with the lights, bed liners, and stuff like that. So it's gonna have whatever we can get. It's getting.
With the truck he wants, the short bed, would it be around you someplace? Like, not like. Okay. Sure.
So he's got your blessing to do what you gotta do.
Yeah, all three. Make it on bid.
He might, I may have to see if he wants to call Jim Butler direct. See if he can finagle.
Yeah, but they're gonna end up having to pay that $500 because they're not gonna have.
But Jim Butler's got a lot on the lot.
Oh, they.
Yeah.
It's courtesy of the car guy here.
Yeah.
That's in Chevrolet dealership.
Yeah. Charlie's trying. He's trying, but he can only do what he can do.
It said Jim Butler, where are they?
Put that one on the right.
Over here?
Yeah.
Website. Okay. Hank.
Randy,
Yes.
on 2460.
Well,
Arthur Henning. He,
Yeah.
did he call you?
Is that, would that be a Silverado?
Yes. He's saying we're not going far enough down the road.
That road's interesting.
Let me show you what he's got. About 60.
Oh, Gary knows he put it up.
Yeah, I talked to Gene yesterday. Right. I gotta find my way around here. I looked at it yesterday.
Look for this before it's not on this map. It's just a little stub of thing. So, I'll pick that up.
It's not a little bit in road, it has some mining going on. It's
460 on Highway 68.
Yep, right before Doc Sheets Road. We're on that
For what?
before Doc Sheets Road.
Oh, I'm on the wrong side of town. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm where you are.
well, I don't, because I found it yesterday.
Don and Marilyn Licklider just live down that road.
It's in Marys County, right? Right,
Oh,
right on the Marys
68.
County line,
No, that's
Right
Doc-
here.
No, that's Doc Sheets Road. That's 2480.
right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
This- He says that we've maintained it to where my cursor is,
that's where he stops.
and
That's where Curtis stops.
oh, well, see, I said, well, if they're only maintaining it this far, it's because our EIS shows that it
Well,
stops there.
we get credit for 0.59 miles. And when I measured from 68 back, 0.59 miles was to that driveway on the left. But I still don't understand what he's complaining about.
He says.
They go all the way back to that house on the right.
Well, then
So what's his problem?
that is 3,200 feet, that's about 1.5.
That driveway on the left there is 0.59 miles.
All right, let's try it. That's about it.
Couldn't you select miles up there?
I probably could.
Where it says feet, like miles.
0.59 is 3,100.
0.59 miles is right at that driveway on the left,
Right here.
right there.
That's where you're going.
No, we go to the end.
He's saying.
So I don't know, he's saying something about an extra 200 feet, but I don't know what he's,
Does he want you to go past?
that's kind of what I was wondering, but it's not, there's not a road there.
He was talking about that this used to be the county road going up through here and blah, 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 and this and that. And I understood that. But see, I was looking at this and I'm saying, well,
Yeah, that's all we get credit for, was 0.59, that was on the MoDOT.
and that would be right here. But we go ahead and do it here. And that way we can utilize probably an area, turn it right around.
I think they turn around in that driveway on the left and then back down.
Oh,
But I don't know if there's a gate on that driveway or, you know.
well, I told him, I said, looks to me like that could be interpreted as a private drive, but you need to look at your deeds and see, does it describe a county road?
on this deed, this one. You know, on some of these deeds, it will describe who's called
Our first
Gene
name.
Hemmy. See, he lives right.
He lives off Dock Shoes Road.
Yeah.
He lives right here. And then he owns this, he owns this, he owns that. But he's also talking something about it washing the road out, maybe in this area. He said they're not maintaining it in ditches. So,
All right, what else going on, Michelle?
Oh,
for one,
I'm doing quiet.
has the coronavirus filled any potholes for it?
No. Are we considered essential?
Yes. What do you mean?
Just asked.
You are essential.
No, I was talking to a lady from CCP today, and she's in Ohio. They're all working from home. Because I ordered back in March some toilet paper and some paper towels, and I still haven't gotten it. So I'm just calling to see. I mean, I figured why we didn't get it, but supposedly it's going to ship tomorrow. So
Rip. No, eventually we'll catch up. And then we'll be like, I'm not figures.
yeah.
Nobody will need anything going back. All right, Michelle, that's good.
Yep. We got the text that St. James is out till May, and
Say again,
St. James is out till May.
schools?
Mhm. My daycare is closed until this crap's over with. My doctor pretty well told me you can't take the risk. So, for his doctor's request, she had to close.
So you take your,
My mom watches them on Mondays. Well, she did. Until she went to Dub City the other day, and now she walked up her village, so. Now his mom watches them on our days.
you may range. Range, good for you. Good for you. Any of your staff having trouble getting?
How do I put it nicely?
Your first choice.
We have one who refuses to come to the building. Because he says he's high risk and
That's it?
yeah, I think everybody else is pretty well. Jake was off last week. But I think he's got his blind out. I think everybody else pretty well has. Everybody else is pretty well covered. I found some hand sanitizer at Walmart.
Great.
Wow.
They have lots.
Not a ton, probably 20, 30 bottles. I disobeyed the time and just
Is that what they say?
says one per customer.
All right.
I didn't get thrown in jail yet.
Hmm?
I didn't get thrown in jail.
Don't want to tell.
Yeah. I
Well,
was,
you know, I did get a call. I didn't bring it up smartly enough to play, but I got a call from a fellow who worked at Boyd's. In the store he worked in, there were so many people in there that we could not begin the 6 foot distance. You know, they were this clean. Wow, you ever release that? You ever there's some Walmart's incredible business. Okay. Sure. 6127. This probably came off the video feed, maybe.
Oh, I don't think there's anything related to
Oh, okay.
Same goes about time.
Depends on stuff about it.
Is ready for camp? I'm good, Jerry. How are you?
I did get my home computer set up so I can get my mail. Work email.
Yeah, if their animals are on you, you have record. You probably have a lawyer write a letter saying the cause of the fence is this to keep it out, that way. There is a fence law, but it's normally designed for a guy who has animals and his neighbor doesn't have animals. And he builds a fence and later the neighbor says, that's such a nice fence, I think I'll get some animals, then he has to pay half of it, but, and this is kind of going the other way. So I would just, oh, well, if you've got livestock, then you would have an obligation to share the fencing, I would think. That's really a lawyer question, Gary, because these things will often end up in court. But, yeah, you would both have an obligation to share assets. So I understand. He would, but enforcement might be the trick. So there again, you're back to talk to a lawyer. Yeah, I wish I could practice law. I'd make a lot more money, but I get in trouble if I try. Okay. But yeah, that's probably what I'd do. If you really got an issue, I'd get a lawyer. And he can write about it. Good luck to you. Okay, Jerry.
See that red one right there? No, that ain't it. Is it? No.
That's a two-wheel drive.
Ashley,
Yeah, she was, let's see what time she was on, where she, gassing up and headed your way. That was.
Here's a red hot red. No, that doesn't look like full good, right?
Pulaski passed their state on words, okay? Those are the effective.
Bureau called me, Dane County is looking at it.
Mandatory stay home or?
So
They've had seven or eight hospitals.
And then,
No, we have. What? Oh,
So will Pulaski County ordinance affect the fort? Are the fort exempt from the ordinance? But that's where the cases are, was the fort.
they not have it now.
I thought they had a salary.
Oh, that's too bad.
Actually, it says all explained. All explained the one that's on travel.
they don't have any prices on it.
So if you guys decide on countywide,
We're doing our emergency order for now. Same day, the meeting tonight.
people will just use common sense.
And they, most are. Appreciate that.
Stand on the sidelines, mandate for people home. They start reading articles about what St. Joe and Columbia, what they're going through. Because people just don't buy it. You know, there's just some people who just are not gonna buy it.
Oh, there's kids across the street that just aggravates the snot out of me.
Here's one, this one for 29.910.
Oh. But what's it got? It's probably got a cloth, full of carpet floorboards and
Yeah, it's got cloth seats and it's got carpet. I think it's a four-wheel drive.
The six cylinder, that one six cylinder.
Yeah, it's 6 off. Yeah, yeah, that probably would tow. Well, it's not a.
He wants a V8.
It's red hot. It's right to color. That's
Red Hot didn't stop him from hitting it last time.
My hand will get orders when you get to where actually gets here.
Actually, here.
Oh, she's here. There she is. Are you actually?
No, I'm here. What are you gonna fill me in on? We're live. Hey,
We're on the video feed.
oh, I thought you meant you're live. You're live, oh, well, hi.
We're live too. We're
Okay.
on the video feed, so America's watching, which is
Okay.
great.
We had a meeting this morning with the sheriff and emergency management. The prosecutor ended up showing up. And the discussion was about what a shelter-in-place ordinance would look like.
Okay.
First to implement it, then to continue to administer it, and then whether we want to enforce it.
Okay.
So we also got Travis Elliott on the phone. And you took notes, didn't you, Randy? from
Yes.
Travis's conversation.
Yeah, he's the attorney that's on contract with counties to handle things unique to county government.
Okay.
It's through their association of counties. They have to agree with him. We, at Brenda's suggestion, we hooked up with him and he was able to give us the benefit of the experience he had with others. And pretty well confirmed what I think we pretty well concluded in talking to Brendan and the sheriff and to you and others that it can be a pretty sticky matter. But at any rate, he did confirm that they do have the capability to see Raleigh do the 5 mile thing, but very simply did not. Their ordinance did not cover 5 miles outside the city. And the interesting thing that you most perhaps, Ashley, is that I made the inquiry of, okay, the governor's passed this thing for 5 or for 10 people. And we, by the way, we're changing our order. It should came out, so it's going to be ready here in a second. You already got it for our emergency order update. But the thing that's was significant was the question becomes, well, who enforces that? And the sheriff's worried about who and how they enforce our ordinance. Will the state highway patrol enforce the governors? No. You know this already. It's the health department.
And that's why I said, it's a commission order, we need to put in what your punishment would
No, let's take the county out of it for a minute. He implied that the state's 10-person limit is enforced by the Department of Health.
Yes, we knew that, but you also included it in your state of emergency that also made it a commission.
Okay, so it's both. But
Yeah.
You had the burden before we did anything.
Yes,
Oh, you're-
that is not unknown. I mean, that's why when I came up here, I said, this will have the most impact if we do this together. Because yes, I have to enforce this. I have no means to enforce this.
Well, you don't have.
Yes, you made a commission order, which made it a misdemeanor class A.
What is it we don't?
You already have.
No, I mean, it's just the governor did.
It's a civil proceeding. That is what the governor's order says. This is not unknown.
Okay. What else did we talk about? 15 to 30 days is the typical time frame for those that haven't done it.
Yeah.
He did mention a resolution in lieu of a order. And you had mentioned that, I think, about encouraging people, giving strong recognition to the importance of.
And I, from talks with Marion County, I believe that's what they're going to do. They're going to tighten more down their state of emergency order that they've got, put a little bit stronger verbiage in there about encouraging only essential business outside the home, but they're not going to make it. So they're trying to get down to meet the governor's requirements, adding in that it's a misdemeanor class A, and tightening up even stronger language. They're going to officially close parks, playground equipment, things like that in their state of emergency order. So they're kind of going in an intermittent
say right now, tightening up their state of emergency they've got or not.
So you have it.
Garrett's got it. Look at it.
When you say they tightened up, they just more strongly urged people to stay home.
Limited to capital S, capital
But refresh my memory, because it's been 2 weeks here. Inside of this ordinance is, I mean, not our ordinance, well, this ordinance first. Emergency, state of emergency, there is teeth in that. Did we put teeth in
I
that?
don't know.
S.
We did not.
Okay.
We did not. And that's the position.
I don't know what that's supposed to
Now is you've got an order with no teeth. Nothing to say, no, you have to do this. Which is why in the text I sent you, I suggest you add it. And that's fine, but
I
who,
know. We have a sheriff and a prosecutor now, wow.
and I respect that.
Yeah.
But
my
whether we
just-
choose to enforce it or we choose to do whatever is on whoever does it, but it gives teeth, it gives backing. Then no, you really need to listen. You really do have to abide by this. If we deem necessary, we can take legal action. So if I'm going to these people 4 and 5 and 6 times and they're just flat out saying, I'm not gonna follow that.
Does that happen?
In this county, not yet. The longer this goes on, it will.
That was the supposition too by both of these attorneys. Said, today people are doing the best they
Yes.
can, but as time goes on, they're going to be like, they're going to grow weary of it. That's why I think we follow this with every 2 weeks rather than sending it out a month in advance. Go out 2 weeks and we review it again here on the 16th.
And I would,
Yeah. Because if it needs teeth, I mean, the warmer the weather gets, the more these parties are going to show up on 5 minutes and some of these other places. There'll be 40, 50 people there. And that's
And
against
there's
what the
nothing I can
governor has
do.
mandated and against what we mandated. But all you can do is go. And the sheriff said, don't send Ashley out there. You got a party like that, go on, don't send Ashley. So, calm down.
what's he gonna do if there's no teeth?
It's gonna break. The people, imagine again, that baby works, I don't know.
So there's any consequences, though, people aren't going to take heed to it.
I mean, what's the point of even passing it if you're not getting it?
You inferred though just a moment ago that our mission order 2023-19 contains some sort of.
Can I see it? I do not believe it does. I do not believe it does.
I don't think it does. I thought that's what you just said.
It can. Violating a commission order per your statutes can be a misdemeanor class A. You did not state, we none of us stated that. Any of the punishment.
So I would suggest that we make the necessary changes on the dates and number of people, and that we review it again in 2 weeks and see if it's necessary. If
Or you do that,
or not following.
That review there.
It's your feeling so far that Phelps County with that. That if you, because you have the right to go to them now and say, hey, you can break this up. The shelter at home and place, and I asked this Travis, I asked him specifically, if somebody's having a wedding on their farm and there's 40 people, 40 guests at this wedding, is it incumbent upon us to go break it up? And the answer is,
Yes.
so do you have the desire to want to go break up a wedding? You know what I'm saying? So
That was the second part of that, is that you have the desire.
Now-
It's very unpalatable.
the way that reads, Randy, that we will review it in 2 weeks does not keep us from reviewing it next week.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We would have a serious outbreak. That's all.
So we're gonna wait to even do any sort of enforcement or even consider it until we have an outbreak?
No, I don't think so. If you come to us and say, listen, I got 5 people in Phelps County, 5 different areas, 3 different ones, or whatever, that just won't comply, then we may have to come back and put this.
So we're gonna have to react instead of being able to be proactive.
has a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So there was a question regarding a stay-at-home. Does that include churches who are following social distancing and meet to record and stream services?
They can have 10 people in the church, can they
Yes,
not?
they have to, if they're doing it in church, they have to do social distancing, they can't have over 10 people, but it doesn't stop their live stream capabilities at all.
Is it? Okay. See if that answers the question. Peter, would you please?
Most churches would have, of course, the minister would have to have a sound check, video check. But most certainly they can stand the 10 person. Order.
You have to operate.
St. James
And most are.
St. James had a special city council meeting tonight, since 30, I'll be attending. Can't really determine yet which way they're leaning.
There's a lot of places in St. James that are closed, like my hair salon. She closed. I didn't know she closed. I showed up Saturday and oh, closed. I'm like,
I've decided I'm gonna have a man bun.
Most have taken it upon themselves, yeah.
I drove through St. James this morning. I got up early and just drove through. I started trying to identify what would be non-essential, how many businesses. And I got to about 7 or 8 that potentially could be considered non-essential. But the city will take that up, I think. You know, the
I
only
know
one
that
that's
it's
not,
closed.
that I can
The
find
parks.
in either, it's not in the cities, either city of St. James, city of Rolla. There probably are more. At that little cluster of businesses around John Deere, which is essential. The sign place, which could be considered essential. The trucking place up there, Billy Davis Truck Place, essential trucking, right now. Now the one sitting there, you probably have
That's not essential.
Yeah, you can
Depends on who you ask.
to.
And that, with all the stay-at-home orders I've read, there doesn't seem to be a real laid out process for businesses that have been deemed non-essential that want on either plan. So if we go that route, I would think it'd be wise to add some verbiage in there.
I'm sorry, actually, I was reading this verbiage to what effect?
An appeal process for
Appeal
businesses that have been deemed non-essential. Some way to appeal and who appeal to.
And would we be making the determination on what is essential and what's not? Since it's our,
Yes.
so that would come here. So
And
that's
I
where the
don't
rubber
know,
meets the road.
I don't know if you've seen
Somebody
it, have it, have referred
Each
to
of these
it.
fellows copy that and through line by line. Would that be possible? No, just throwing it
John Deere has placed glass along their park down.
because you scan.
Yeah.
That's right.
But home interview means essential. And you'll see it's very,
Very liberal.
Yeah, I'm gonna think that 90% or better of businesses could be called essential. Very few that wouldn't be.
I'll be honest with you, the ones that I'm finding that people that are really hurting are the small independent business person, a dress shop, jewelry store.
to me, again, this is my opinion, it's not the type of business that is alarming, it is the gathering. So if you have these little mom and pops that can do social distancing, you know, that have maybe 1 or 2 customers coming in all day, have the gathering of the people. And that's the problem.
in. I'm afraid they're still considered.
I know, and they are. We're against that as well. That's why the message that we keep pushing is it's self-discipline. You only go out when you need something. Get what you need, get home. Don't loiter, don't take your whole family.
Some perfect day here this morning. Notes. One of them
I
said,
saw the Menard thing, or I don't know if it's, Facebook. It's supposedly Menard, it's one buggy, one person. I've not seen anything directly from them, right?
Even in an essential business, retail, how in the world do you enforce?
Because then you're up against a corporate. We have global EOCs, and there have been some places that have tried to enforce and then look, okay, the size of the building is this. Factor it out to how many people can really be in there to keep social distancing. And they try to enforce that many people going in. They end up with a lot of people outside waiting an inch over the shoulder. It's counterproductive to what we're trying to do.
It's tough, it's tough.
Making you be more enterprise.
And I'll tell you, I mean, you get right back to what the governor still says, like, he's taking a beating. But his point of view is, it still comes up to the individual. And to do it statewide, you look at how few cases there are north up on the Iowa border, the Nebraska border, goodness gracious. I'm pretty sure those people tell.
I mean, we're taking a beating here too, I'm not lying. I mean, we are taking a beating for not doing it, especially now since the city has done it. So, but when you look at it, look at what it's gonna do. You look at what's the overall picture right now. I think it's wise to look at it, to have something drafted, to be ready to go, but to implement right now.
Well, that's why I wanted to have that meeting this morning. I'm sorry you couldn't be here, but it was a very productive meeting nonetheless. Gave the sheriff, the prosecutor, and Mike Carter a chance to give input on what this thing should look like. And I don't know if we'll ever have to put it in place, but if we do, I'd rather have one in place. So when you or Ed says now, we don't take a week or 10 minutes.
Right. Or you're not implementing something that you're now scrambling to try and
Right.
We need to be ready to go.
And to enforce.
Yes. But again, we need to stay with that message of, everybody has to
It
do
still
this.
says 50.
Everybody, not just because that's what the city's for.
Oh.
Your 10 people is number one on page 2. It says no more than.
Yeah,
On March 15th, CDC said 50.
Yes. Yes.
And we say, why do we?
Whereas,
state that?
it's just all whereas.
Yeah, I wonder if we could just delete it.
no, it's our basis that connects.
Because right after that, it says presidential guidelines further recommends.
But
then on page 2 is where you have your drop.
And then be reviewed, reassessed.
I mean, social media is an enemy, but it's also a great way to get the real message out. You just have to keep telling people, go to factual sites, factual sites, factual sites.
I was just told someone I did a free and all online. And where'd you get that? I saw a comment the other day that said that this girl had a friend that worked in a hospital that said that there was one enrolled.
Where you asked the question, are there any confirmed cases?
Any confirmed folks have not had any?
That's the best part of the whole thing. As long as we keep that.
But they are testing.
Yes, they are tested. And yes, there are tested.
We do have, we're not confined to the 5. Are there other?
There are other, and we just keep getting the 5. When we use the 5, I get more.
So we're not limited anyway. Good.
You know, that Abbott Labs thing where they're gonna do 50,000 a day starting yesterday of the 5 to 15-minute results test.
I've heard about that, but I haven't seen where they're using it.
Well, if there's 50,000 a day to cover the United States of America, it'll still take a while
Yeah.
to read through all Missouri.
Can't want to get through New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When will the antibody test come? So we know who's recovered and who's immune, and they go on about their lives.
So Dr. Oz talked about that this morning.
Really?
And it's progressing.
Right. I mean, the protective antibody, the definition of the protective titer. I don't know how long it's going to take.
They are doing tests on it now, are they not recovering plasma?
Yes. There's one gentleman who donated his plasma that they were going to put into 3 critically ill patients. And they expect them to, within 24 hours, to
And I kind of like to put it in perspective. We keep hearing all this is the worst disaster that our country's ever seen. I challenge you to look back to 1918, 19. The population of the United States was somewhere around 100 million. There were over 500,000 people died in the Spanish influenza. So, all hysteria that says this is the worst ever that
Do
could
you see that
possibly
where
happen.
they showed, like, it was like every 100 years there has been a pandemic. Like this year is the corona. 100 years ago was the Spanish flu. 100 years before that was, I can't remember.
Yeah, and we have these, and there's always novel viruses that are being identified. H1N1. Back in '68, there was the
68?
68 was it the Berkeley?
1968, 1970.
Yeah, there was one in '68. Anyway, historically he's come along, and they've been working on trying to figure out what's going on with them. But the fact that we were ill prepared for this only goes to show how ineffective government is at doing the job. We haven't figured the pieces.
They can't do their job. They're all.
Thank you, Ashley. I think we got this. I know you're busy. We'll let this go.
Okay.
Thank you.
We do have